Ah, pero así se ve perfecto, realmente no estaba confiado, sino que
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Could you please take a seat, please? Thank you. It's not a dramatic pause. I'm seeing a spinning circular wheel on the power phone. Before we begin, can I ask you to turn your cell phones off, please? And I'd like to just give an overview of what to expect this evening. I was sitting there last night for the primary prize giving, and I learned a couple of things. I learned that those seats are incredibly uncomfortable, so we'll try and make this as swift but as meaningful as we can this evening. I'm going to get the controversial stuff out of the way to begin with. Tonight there will be no hard copies of certificates given. Now, I know that will come as a shock to many people, but it doesn't mean that we're not recognising achievement. Quite the opposite. We're recognising achievement, but we're also recognising the fact that in a country such as Venezuela that has shortages of ink and paper, that we can make a significant difference by not printing out those 200, 300 certificates that we would have done. Instead, what we will do is we will share a document with lovely certificates, but digital versions, with the students after this event. They're all ready to go. And that means that those certificates will not get creased or bent, that they'll always be there from tonight until the time when you need them. It could be for university applications. They'll always be in pristine condition. And you might want to print them out and frame them on better paper than we can supply. So that's what we're going to do with the certificates. Okay. The certificates this evening will be a celebration of achievement, as I've said, and they will form three particular strands. The first strand is the progress of your son or daughter. This is a brand new award that we've given this year, and it is very much in keeping with the spirit of our move to levels, to the national curriculum levels, which you've all kind of just had a look at, I imagine, from their reports. The levels show us a great chance to see whether progress has been made or not. And we're going to award and appreciate and celebrate progress of students. This will go hand in hand with the two traditional strands of achievement, which is the attitude to learning. The attitude to learning is regardless of how good you are in a subject. It's simply how much effort you put into your subject. So this is one that everybody can win. Similarly with the Progress Award. This includes things like listening in class, getting involved in class, bringing the right materials. Those are some of the criteria that we use for that particular award. And the final award that we give for the academic awards is the Achievement Award, and that's quite simply the person who performs the best in that subject, in that class. So those are the three awards. We decided not to have students on stage for these awards because we're not actually giving anything physically, but we will ask form tutors to bring their tutees onto the stage for the people who got the prizes, and we can have a photograph with them as a form group. And what we'll do is, for all the prize winners, we will give a book token to all the people who got one of those three prizes, and they'll be on stage. So we've tried to keep tradition, but try and keep this modern, in keeping with the ecological focus that we wanted. I also learned last night that it's very easy to leave people out. And when you leave people out, people get very unhappy. So I'm not even going to take the risk of that. And I will say, right from the very beginning, that this year has been a very, very successful year. But it's been down to the whole team of people. And that is all the admin, and all of the teachers, and all of the people that make this place tick and work. And of course the students as well. But more on that later. I'd like to get on with the award ceremony, and I'd like to hand over to Mr. Patel.
Okay, so that's very loud recorder. Thank you. So got some notes on my phone, not checking messages. Okay, since I arrived in 2013, seems a long time away. Secondary's come a long way, but even before then, secondary has come an even longer way. For example, we now have years 7, 8, and 9. 2013 was our first IGCSE cohort, and 2015, this year, last month, we had an IB graduation. So that was our first IB group. Now we go from preschool all the way to year 13. And I think that, again, I mentioned it at the IB graduation, and it's not a small achievement. This is quite a big achievement for a school. And it's not just down to the people here, it's also down to the people many years ago who made that decision, and all the hard workers in between. So can we put our hands together and give them a round of applause, everybody that was involved. Although the school itself, and especially the secondary section, is small and relatively new, we are excelling in many areas. For example, and these are just a few, this is not an exhaustive list by any means. We have our bring your own laptop scheme this year, where all the students bring their own laptops. Now, I went to Lima in February, and before I went, they did a survey on what the use of technology was in all the 42 schools that visited. We were the only school doing this. So already we're ahead of the 42 schools in this accreditation body. Wi-Fi. I know I keep going on about the Wi-Fi. Students, is the Wi-Fi fast? Yeah, it's amazingly fast. Amazingly. Mr. Bolton did a test, I think a couple of months ago, right? And we came out in the morning, this was in the morning, we came out the second fastest in Venezuela at that point. I'm not saying we're always the second fastest, but it is a very, very fast Wi-Fi. We do have a personalized and individualized curriculum. I mean, you're not going to find many schools. How many students do you have, Gabriella, in year 10 music? 2 students in her class in year 10 music. You're not going to find many schools in the world that will run a subject for 2 students. Next year in my mathematics class, West Carlos, I have 1 student in my mathematics class. So yeah, it is very much individualized. We can do more on that front, and I'm coming on to that. Mr. Bolton and the secondary management team introduced the prefect system this year, and I think it started and it's working well. Student handbook, hands up if you were involved in the student handbook. There should be about 4 students here. Thank you. Put your hands up high, come on, be proud. Thank you. So the student handbook is a new thing. We'll be sending that to parents in the summer. Basically, the students have got together, created some guidelines of what to expect if you're a TBSC student, and the kind of code of conduct. If sometimes students come to me and say, so and so, they complain about a teacher, as we all do sometimes, and there's not really a procedure, so they've created one, and it's quite adult-like procedure. For example, they go and talk to the teacher first. So yeah, that's coming soon, so you receive that in the summer. Year 11s, we have some year 11s here. They did a work experience. Did you enjoy it? Look at Ari, thumbs up, excellent. So we had our first year 11 work experience. After they finish their IGCSEs, end of May, early June, they have 2 weeks off and then they go on work experience. Now, some of the comments we received were extremely positive. When we did our visits, a couple of employers wanted to keep them. So that was a bit worrying as well. Ari, for example, you were great, I heard, at the Renaissance, the JW Marriott, sorry. Anina, fantastic, at Reuters. Anina actually wrote 2 articles for the Reuters. And they are online, so feel free to search. Don't do it now. Your phone should be off. Many more. But I think one of the biggest changes that we made in secondary this year is this team here on my left. At the start of the year, we made a big organizational change. So we've gone from having a senior leadership team that manages the whole school to breaking it down into 3 management teams. Now this is the secondary management team. They run the secondary school. So again, a big round of applause, guys. Thank you. I'm going to say something that I said yesterday to the primary, so if you're hearing this again, I apologize, but I hope you don't mind. 2 years here, it is a very unique school, and people ask me, why is it so unique? Well, every school claims to be unique. I do believe we are quite unique. We often talk about a whole child approach, where we take learning, the academic side, and we try and introduce the TBSC student traits, for example, trying to make them more global-minded, trying to make them more responsible, independent. You know, if you have to summarize it in one word, I guess just trying to make them nice students. And when I walk around school, we all go into classes, you see that happening. And these students are wonderful human beings, and I know when they leave the school one day, they'll continue to be great human beings, and they'll visit us. I'm sure you'll visit us, right? And you share your stories. Teachers truly care in this school. I think most of the teachers, if not all the secondary teachers, will know every student's name. And we know like the tiniest details. Maria Paula, for example, is a big Game of Thrones fan. I am as well. Mr. Bolton is as well. I mean, what else? Who else do we have? Let me see, I'm just going to pick someone. Nicholas Bruswell, excellent. On the computer, what did you show me the other day? What's it called? The piece of software? Video scribe, yes, so that's something they taught me. There's many talented individuals here. Martina Vermonde, amazing singer. You'll see that later as well. A parent left us last year, and they described the school as a happy village. And I think that's true. We are one small community. We're very close. And at times, maybe too close. But, you know, that's something we don't want to take away. We have 300 students, and in total there's about 600 members of this school if you don't count the alumni and the people that have left. Difficult times, there have been some difficult times over the last 2 years. This year there have been some challenging times, so I'd like to thank the staff, everybody, primary as well as secondary, parents. Thank you very much for your support. Just before the evening today, somebody said to me, and I'm sure this isn't necessarily true, that I'm the best director in the school, so thanks for that. And students as well for your support. And a lot of students have said some very positive things, so thank you for that. The board of directors of the school, I know sometimes they get some criticism, but please take it from me, they're very supportive, they truly, truly care about the school, and they spend many, many hours working for the school. Okay, a couple of more things. We were recruiting in January, and I was speaking to John Hurd. John Hurd is the head of CIS, Council of International Schools, our accreditation body. And he described us as a little gem far, far away that not many people know about. And I think it's true. A lot of people ask me what makes a good school. Well, CIS has accredited us. And we had an inspection in February where we came good out of the 4 criteria. We came number 2, hoping to go to excellent. We have the LAHC, Latin American Heads Conference. We have the IB accreditation. Corbis, which is another accreditation body, widely recognized, immediately emailed me after the inspection. They want us to join. So there's many, many things that show that we are a great school. Sometimes we forget, sometimes there are frustrating moments, but we are a really, really good school. Just looking forward, next year, many, many things in the pipeline. I just want to highlight a few. Student empowerment. So the secondary students, especially the secondary students, we want them to take the lead on many new initiatives. PSHE arrives in year 10 and year 11. I think it's really important. Personal social health education, to have that in year 10 and 11. And we are working on certain specific strategies to enhance student learning, which we will talk more about in the new year. And TBSC, Model United Nations, we're at very early stages, but I'm very confident next year, sometime in February, March, we're going to have our first Model United Nations held at this school. And that, again, was an initiative led by students. The year 11 students did a presentation to Mr. Bolton and I, and it was amazing. They thought about pretty much every detail. So that was amazing, that was brilliant, and that's nice to see. It's their school. That is it. So all that's left for me to say is please enjoy the evening, and do enjoy your holidays, guys. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Patel. I've already made a mistake, but I'm going to correct this very, very quickly. It would be nice to do the national anthem, so could we stand for the national anthem before we continue, please? Please be seated. I'd like to invite to the stage our keynote speaker for this evening, Mr. Sunil Dayaranalani. A round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. For me, it's an honor to be here, and it's very flattering being a primary school parent to be included in the secondary school prize giving ceremony. So naturally, my thanks to the team for having asked me to do this. And I was thinking of what to say to you guys before coming here, and it's a bit of a challenge. It's like being a lorry driver at 1 minute and then coming and play first violin with you guys. So a bit of change of tactics. And what to say in a ceremony like this, and I was wondering, I was trying to sort of bring items of, say, British life or Englishness, being you guys in the British school, and then on the other hand, saying something funny, something pretty witty, or coming up with, say, a Venezuelan Englishman joke, or limerick, or something or the other. But unfortunately, Steve said, you only have 3 minutes. So unfortunately, I have to cut away with all that and come straight to the point, which is not going to take me more than 3 minutes. But I think in a ceremony like this, we have to touch on the institutional element. And in this regard, I want to tell you all that I think you've come a long way this year. You've got under your belt another year of formal education, another year in your early lives, and I think you've got a number of accomplishments. And naturally, this ceremony here is, in a sense, a way to sort of signify what you've managed to obtain this year. So, some of you have excelled in, say, in sports, other of you have excelled in arts, some of you have excelled in science, but I think you're all very good all-rounders. I mean, you've done very well for yourself. So having said that, and having left the institutional bit aside, I want to come to tell you something about the spiritual side of things. We had our first graduation here at school this year, and Annalisa had a few words, and something came to mind this morning when I was thinking what to tell you, what to take home as a spiritual word, and that is gratitude. And I wish this summer you could take some minutes, a few moments, and think of gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, to your guardians, to your family, who've made it possible for you to be in this school this year. This is a wonderful school. Mr. Patel just called it a gym. And it really is a gym, so you must be grateful for having the education you're having. Another thing is to be grateful to your teachers. You've got wonderful teachers from all parts of the world. Some of them come and spend a few years here with you. Some of them are leaving, some of them will be arriving. And this is giving you a unique opportunity to spend time with very committed individuals. So I think one of the things you have to do is express your gratitude to your teachers. And again, gratitude to your fellow classmates, to your other students, and to everyone in this wonderful school, right from the top, from the headmaster and to whoever makes the school be able to run so smoothly as possible. And lastly, and this is just going to take me a minute, I think it's an inspirational message for all of you. And that is, I see you all. And the one thing that springs to mind when I was your age is imagination. So make sure you use your imagination. You have a couple of months now this summer. You're all young. You have young hearts, young souls, young brains, young bodies. And that is a wonderful gift. So make sure you use your imagination. Come back with wonderful ideas, with great projects, with wonderful anecdotes. Do come back and tell us what you did over the summer. So some of you are traveling, enjoy your trips, enjoy and see what you have to see and come back and share that with us. If you're staying behind, just grab a book or just plonk in your bed and just watch the sky and do nothing, but use your imagination. That's a wonderful gift you all have. And just to close up, just to not drag this any further, I just want to finish off with a bit of Shakespeare and a bit of a hybrid. And it's just to tell you that the world is your oyster, so just go and get those pearls and use them up. So off you go, chop chop, and enjoy your summer. Thanks.
We move on to our first musical item of the evening. This has been showcased already. It's not been showcased already. It's Serena Dunn's own composition, so I'd like to welcome Serena onto the stage. Wonderful. Talking about imagination and our own composition. Nobody else knows that. It's now time to go into the awards. I know it seems very cold to do this on a PowerPoint, but the names will appear on the PowerPoint for the people that have won the awards. Before I introduce the heads of department who will come and they will get their teams on, just a word to the students. We will ask you to stand up and we will give you a public applause for the awards that you've won. But that will just be where you're standing. You won't need to come to the stage. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Tomachuk, who represents the Maths and Science Department.
Can I invite the Maths and Science team to come down to the stage? This has been a great year for the Maths and Science Department. It's the first year that we have had a subject specialist with the joining of Dr. Merritt as a biologist to Mr. Thomas and Mr. Kovac. whose specialties are chemistry and physics. Mrs. Merritt brought a wealth of experience in both mathematics as a subject and to the IB program, having taught at this level for some time. And Mr. Patel, who always leaves his classes enthusiastic and excited for maths. Not an easy task for a typically disliked subject. I feel that the education our students received in maths and science this year was the best TBSC has seen, due to the experience, professionalism, and dedication of our team. So please give them a round of applause. And now it's time to acknowledge our students for their achievements, progress, and excellent attitudes in maths and science. So the winners for maths. If you see your name on the screen behind me, please stand up. Okay, please stand up. Congratulations to all of our mathematicians, and now for the science awards. Okay, thank you very much.
Can we see in the back? Okay then, if we can't read it, if we can't see at the back, we'll have to read these out. Okay? 7C, I'm going to read down from progress from 7C to year 12. Samuel Falcon. Now, guys, we don't have time for the individuals, we'll be here all night. Clap at the end. Samuel Falcon, Nelson Acosta, Manuel Alves, Diego Villarreal, Patricia Guareschi, Chiroat Intani, Julian Canus, Zoe Fantana, Alejandro Rodriguez, Eugenio Wallace. For achievement of learning in mathematics, Guillermo Mogollon, Philip Enriquez, Valeria Selly, Macarena Tanus, Nicolas Rojas, Mario Paulo Mateus, Daniel Hernandez, Jimmy Daga, Nicolas Berju, Carlos Rojas. For attitude to learning, Rachel Cohen, Manuela Dow, Elena Benetar, Natasha Van Dam, Noemi Maeda, Maximilian Gonzalez, Andres Hernandez, Maria Victoria Zuli, Andres Perez, and Sebastian Diaz. Well done, all of you. For sciences, progress, Daniel Quevedo, Carlota Ramirez, Alfred Fleifel, Oliver Cawthorne, Patricia Guareschi, Camila Diaz. Please be quiet while I'm reading the names. Carlos Castellanos, Elena Bo, Serena Dunn, Sebastian Diaz. For achievement of learning in sciences, Guillermo Mogollon, Cristina Gonzalez Tovar, Elena Benatar, Macarena Tanus, from Kenneth Olivaria, Sarah Daga, Andres Perez, Serena Dunn, Carlos Rojas, and Carlos Rojas again. Attitude to learning, Adriana Angaron, Sarah Flores, Valeria Selly, Carlo Menafra, Noemi Maeda, Maria Paula Mateus, Anita Roche. For year 12 biology, Daniela Fleifel. For chemistry, Carlos Rojas. And for physics, Andres Echeverria. Well done.
Hi, can I invite everyone from the Arts, Humanities and Music Department down, and the ICT people as well, please. Okay, during this department, events that have gone on throughout the year, especially things like the music concert, the art exhibition, and we've had lots of trips go on to Santa Teresa, to the Marriott Hotel, to some art exhibitions, and these guys have worked really, really hard to make those things happen. So I think you all need to give these guys a massive round of applause. Okay, I'm going to attempt to say all the names that I can for the awards. Perfect. Yes, if you can stand up when I say your name, and then we'll give you a clap at the end, so we can save time, all right? So, art. For progress, we've got Maya Wackenheimer, Vittorio Malongo, Michele Manafra, Oliver Cawthorne, Patricia Gureshi, Sarah Dagger, and Diego Contreras. For achievement of learning, we have Sophia Doe, Chiara Leopardo, Valeria Selli, Macarena Tanos, Isabella Pacanins, Maria Paula Mateus, Paola Goreshi, and Attitude to Learning, Francisco Riscas, Sarah Flores, Elias and Hill, Carlo Manafra, Noemi Mayada, and Eliza Wallace and Zoe Fontana. Okay, geography, progress. I'm going to read all of them now, so we'll do it right at the end, okay? Isabella Lapadula, Rebecca Cohen, Helena Benatar, Carlo Manafra, Ricardo Kaufman, Max Gonzalez, Carlos Castellanos, Guillermo Molongo, Adriano Vamonde, Valeria Selli, Macarena Tanos, Jeremy Phillips, Daniel Hernandez, Andreas Perez, Martina Vamonde, Ricardo Fernandez, Ignacio Andino, Ricardo Trinca, Noemi, Carla, and Adriana. Alejandro. Okay, history. Isabella Lapadula, Manuela Dow, Juan Andres Duran, David Miodovnik, Patricia Gureshi, Camila Diaz, Valentina Ruiz, William Jarrah, Sophia Doe, Pablo Ocaris, Oliver Cawthorne, Valeria Selli, Jeremy Phillips, Sarah Dagger, Anina Roche, Andres Echeverria, Ana Federica Wallace, Chiara Leoparda, Macarena Tanos, Bernardo Billenberg, Noemi Mayada, Max Gonzalez, Maria Victoria Zuli, and Daniela Flavio. ICT, we have Ricardo Dominguez, Victoria Valongo, Ephraim, Elias and Hill, Victoria Ramirez, Julian Tanos, Francisco Risquez, Cristina Gonzalez Tovar, Macarena Tanos, Valeria Selli, Annette Getu, Julian Tanos, Marie Claire Fontaine, Ricardo Fernandez, Colin Manafra, Valeria Selli, Nicholas Rojas and Julian Thomas. Okay, business studies. Shuat Intanai, is that right? Yeah, Intanai, sorry. Intanai, Diego Contreras, Daniela Fleifel, Daniel Hernandez, Alejandro Rodriguez, Carlos Rojas Parra, Sarah Dagger, Jimmy Dagger, and O'Henry Wallace. Okay, music. Max Blom, Chiara Leopardi, Oliver Cawthorne, Juan Andres Duran, Victoria Ramirez, Juan Camillo, Serena Dunn, Anna Federica Wallace, Cristina Gonzalez Tovar, Ricardo Trinca, Valeria Sully, Annette Getu, Maria Paula Mateus, Martina Vamonde, Carlota Ramirez, Macarena Tenos, Valeria Sully, Patricia Gureshi, Maria Paula Mateus, and Serena Dunn. And the last one's for me, I promise. Sebastian Diaz, Eugenia Wallace, and Gabriela Gallagher.
We didn't see it. It's important to remind you that as from tomorrow, all of these certificates will be emailed to your TBSC account. So remember to check your emails to get your certificates, everybody. I'd like to welcome Mr. Dawson to the stage.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to announce my team to come down to the stage, please. Oh, just me. Okay, now, when I arrived at TBSC, I was very excited, and I arrived and I said to Mr. Patel and Mr. Bolton, show me around, show me the facilities, as we were walking across the cancha, and they said, oh no, that is the facility. Oh, okay, and who will I be teaching? Everybody, the whole school, all the students. So I was a little bit sort of worried as to how the year might progress, but incredibly, the students have learned a great deal. Okay, and I've been really impressed with how much we've managed to do and managed to achieve throughout the year. And that really is only due to all the support that I have received from Mr. Patel, Mr. Bolton, parents, board members, and lots of people. So congratulations to the students for what you've achieved with I'll see if I can get through the names pretty quickly. So, Progress Awards for Year 7C, Marie-Claire Fontaine, Manuela Dow, Thomas Gonzalez, Helena Benetton, Jeremy Phillips, Andres Hernandez, and Nikolai Birju. For Achievement of Learning, we have Guillermo Mogillon, David Benzazon, Oliver Cawthorne, Valeria Selly, Ricardo Kaufman, Juan Camillo Feliciano, and Paolo Guareschi. And Learning, we have Anna Federica Wallace, Stephanie Zuniga, Macarena Tanis, Elias St. Hill, Kenneth Oliveria, Max Gonzalez, and Anina Rocha.
Thanks, Mr. Dawson. On to our final department, which is our languages department. I'd like to welcome on stage the head of languages, Ms. Bracken.
I serve. They are an incredible bunch of people. They are some of the most talented, creative, passionate, time-giving individuals I've ever had the pleasure to work with. I'd like you to raise massive hands along this department because I'm incredibly proud of them. Can they come and take the stage, please? The teachers that we have here have put in many, many hours meeting to talk about how to make the learning of our students even better than it currently is. They've done a fantastic house morning today, which I know all of you enjoyed, so I want to say thank you publicly for that. They've also worked hard to choose the awards for tonight. It's not been an easy choice, I know. So we're going to see who's been awarded in languages. For English progress, we have Daniela Marmon, Nelson Acosta, David Medovnik, Catalina Mateus, Patricia Goreshi, Julian Tanos, Valentina Ruiz, and Sebastian Diaz. For achievement of learning, Guillermo Mogalon, Samuel Oliveria, Ricardo Trinker, Valeria Selly, Isabella Pacanins, Andy Hernandez, Andreas Perez, Carlos Rojas. For attitude to learning in English, Nicholas Bruzel, Chiara Leopardi, Carla Manafra, Samuel Cohen, Noemi Maida, Carla Paola, Anita Roche, and Henry Wallace. We're going to come back to Spanish because I'm going to invite Ms. Rodriguez to announce those, but I'll just announce the French awards. For progress in French, it is Martina Ramonde, Oriana Michali, Diego Villarreal, Alfred Flayful, Kenneth Oliveria, Andreas Bentazon, Carlos Castellanos. For achievement of learning, Maurice Michali, Philip Henriquez, Carlo Manafra, Valeria Selly, Jeremy Phillips, Maria Paula Matthias, and Anita Roche. For attitude to learning in French, it's Sophia Dow, Nelson Acosta, Macarena Tanus, Michelle Manafra, Nicholas Rojas, Abdul Rahman, Al Shabo, and Paula Andino. I'm going to invite Ms. Rodriguez, who's also on the secondary management team, and she's our Spanish coordinator for secondary. She will read the Spanish awards.
Y los ganadores de español tenemos en Progress Maurice Michali, Adriano Bahamonte, Diego Villarreal, Juan Andrés Durán, Nicolás Rojas, Camila Díaz, Carlos Castellano, Sebastián Díaz. Un fuerte aplauso. Achievement to Learning, Adriana Aranguren, Chiara Leopardi, Macarena Tanús, Valeria Celis, Jeremy Philip, María Paula Mateus, Anina Roche, Carlos Rojas. Attitude to Learning, Ana Federica Wallis, Cristina González Tobar, Ricardo Trinca, Bernardo Brillenburg, Noemí Maeda, Daniel Hernández, Paola Wareski, Eugenia Wallis. Y en Spanish B tenemos en Year 11 Progress Nicolai Virgio, en Achievement to Learning Abdulrahman Al-Chabo y Attitude to Learning Efran bin Rohasad y Shirawat Intanan.
award for a subject that I teach. It basically revolves around the question, how do we know things? And for progress, I'd like to award this to Serena Dunn, achievement of learning, Andres Echeverria, and attitude to learning, Carlos Rojas. We now have another musical item for you, so I'd like to welcome on stage Martina Vermonde.
Hi, I would like to dedicate this song to Paulo Caris. Me gustaría dedicar esta canción a Paulo Caris. When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes. And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I found peace up and I won't fly. And I sing along, and I sing alone. I go down when I go, you and I look around me, see sweet life. Stuck at the top with you, my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't start my path when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. Stuck at the top with you, my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. I see the shadows long beneath the mountain top. I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop. 'Cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way. I go down it when I go, you and I look around me, see sweet light. Stuck at the top with you, my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't start my path when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet light. Stuck at the top with you, my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. I sing along, and I sing along. I go on when I go you and I look around me, see sweet light. Stuck in the dark under my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Kickstart my vibe when you shine it in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet night. Stuck in the dark under my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. You see my flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. I see the shadows now when you're on the top. I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop. 'Cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way.
Okay, I'm going to invite Mr. Rodriguez down to the stage to present the language quiz prize and obviously say a little bit about it. We have a bit of a motto in our team, which is whoever has the vision gets the job. Mr. Rodriguez is definitely someone with a lot of vision, and she's always thinking of ways to make the language department more interesting, to get children more engaged with language learning, and she came up with this fantastic idea of the language quiz, and I'm going to pass over to her.
Amongst all the things that are happening at TBSC, one program is put in place which the whole language department has supported by coming up every week with a question about English, Spanish or French horticulture. I have to say, my hats off to the year 7. They've been absolutely amazing and consistent, and it's been really nice to see you knowing all these answers. I would like to see the older ones get involved a bit more. However, one person stood out definitely and was the most consistent, the one showing most interest. And I would like to reward this one person with the little prize. Adriano Ramonde, well done.
Mr. Rodriguez and Martina for that wonderful song. Next up, we've got some sports prizes, I believe, from Mr. Dawson, who's going to hand out some sports prizes. Mr. Dawson, could you come to the stage, please?
Hello again. Now, one thing that really has amazed me about the students that we have here at TBSC is just how many different sports and how much the students are involved in outside of school. Often I'll say to somebody, why don't you get involved in the basketball club? And they'll say, what day is it? And I'll say, well, we're training on a Monday and a Friday. And they'll say, well, I've got horse riding on a Monday, I've got gymnastics on a Tuesday, I've then got my violin lessons Thursday, and it just continues like that. So they are really busy. A group of students have made an incredible sort of commitment this year to take part in sport representing TBSC. When I arrived at school in September, Mrs. Trinker said to me, do you want to do a bit of football coaching? And I said, okay, I quite enjoy coaching football. We started in September, training twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, matches on a Friday, and we only just finished last Friday at about 9 o'clock at night. So I would like to give pins out for your effort and contribution this year to the boys football team. I'll call you up one at a time. Please come up, get your pin from Mr. Bolton, and stay on the stage at the end. We have, from the pre-A team, Diego Diquez, Felipe Contreras, Philip Enriquez, Ricardo Fernandez. Come up. Okay, give them a clap as they come up. That was like Philip Enriquez, Felipe Contreras, Ricardo Dominguez, Pablo Perez, Maurice Michali, and Adriano Ramonde. From the Inter C team, who very, very narrowly lost on penalties in the final of the Dakota last Friday night. Okay, they had a great season. Nacho Andino, David Bentazon, Max Blom, Leonardo Billenberg, Nicholas Puzal, Samuel Cohen, Alfred Feifel, Thomas Gonzalez, Michele Manafra, Carlo Manafra, Guillermo Moguillon, Samuel Oliveria, Ricardo Zenka, and last but not least, Juan Andres Duran. Okay, congratulations and gentlemen, you may leave the stage. Okay, now I've got 2 new awards this year, which are for one boy and for one girl. And they are an outstanding contribution to sport at TBSC. So that's for one girl and for one boy. Now, it was very, very difficult to kind of single out one boy and one girl from all of years 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for a contribution at TBSC. It was particularly difficult amongst the boys because lots and lots of boys doing a lot sporting-wise at TBSC. But one person really stood out for their kind of technical performances, but more so for their commitment, their personality, their communication, their strength of character, always there every single training session. What am I going to say? He was the captain of the team, it was Guillermo Moguillon. I think for year 7 to receive an outstanding contribution to sport award is also very impressive. In the girls' competition, there was one person who really stood out. Every single girls' sports team, she was there. First person to practice with her friends. Not only that, technically, she was recognised in the BANAS competition, which is all the international schools in Venezuela. And the girls were fortunate enough to compete in a basketball tournament and a football team. And this girl was nominated and recognised in the all-tournament team for both of those sports, which is an incredible achievement. And that was Macarena Tanis.
On to our next special award, which is the Britannia Hand Shield, presented by Miss Fravigar.
Okay, as you know, we have a thriving house system at this school, and lots of people getting the house points for various different reasons. And there's been a big competition this year, and it's been very, very tight in terms of who's going to win. We had an assembly on Friday, and we had particularly two people that were in contention for winning it, but actually it turns out we had 3, because the competition and the house morning we had today determined who won that shield. So I'm going to tell you first the house morning, the sports day results. So Miranda 244, Andres Bayo 286, Bolivar 286, and Supe 212. That was for the sports day. the whole entire year, including house mornings, sports day, and all of the house points that your teachers have given you throughout the year, and you've worked extremely hard for. Miranda, 2002 house points. Andreas Bayer, 2,100. This year's winner are Supre. Can Supre all come up onto the stage? Okay, Danny and Carlos are Supre's house captains. Would they like to come and get the house shields? And obviously, the teachers in the houses are a massive help. And I'd like to thank all the teachers that have got involved in all the house activities.
Thanks, Ms. Fabregas. Supre, eh? Well done. I'd like to point out that if you're impressed by these trophies, these magnificent trophies, they're made by Mr. David Backenheimer. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Very reasonable prices, available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, that kind of thing. Thanks, David. I'd like to move on now to something that we hold very dearly at the school, which is our community service. We do instill in our students the notion that they do have an awful lot here. They are very, very privileged individuals, as Mr. Patel mentioned, just by virtue of the fact that they're in this school, and that the reality of Venezuela is not quite the same. So we do get involved in an awful lot of community service ventures. That's led primarily through the IB program, through the CAS program, but we do lots of other things as well. I'd like to invite Ms. Fravigar on the stage once again to award our Community Service Award.
Like Mr. Bolton has just said, we do a huge amount in this community for charity. And it wouldn't happen unless you guys helped. And you guys are, in fact, you're one of the most charitable schools I've ever worked in. And I really thank you so much for that. And I'm sure people outside this school thank you for that as well. Just some examples of some of the community projects that we've done this year. We've done an art project in Escuela Manuel Aguirre, where we've raised money for play equipment. We've raised money to buy paint and provide that school with a better environment. We also have put on English lessons for the children in Escuela Manuel Aguirre who have learned English from scratch. They've never done this before, and they speak it, they write it, and they are so thankful for that opportunity. And you guys on a Thursday teach these children how to speak English. And we also have a Saturday class as well, which a lot of the teachers get involved and give their time up to teach English. There's also CAS projects that go on, things like we paint houses for Techo. We've been recently to the Grand Savannah, and the Year 12s have done an amazing job raising money and providing a better future for those children in La Gran Savannah. Obviously we've got RISE, and there's more that I probably can't think of right now, but We really do thank you. And I'm going to show you a little video which gives you an example of one of the projects that we've been doing. And we've been sponsoring a child, or some people have been sponsoring a child to learn English. And hopefully this video will show you that they're extremely thankful for what you're doing for them. Just 1 minute while we get started. While we're waiting for this video to start, we've actually got a community, the Blake Shield, that was donated to us by a family quite a while ago. And this is for the community service that those people do at this school. I've actually awarded it to 2 different people this year because I feel it was needed. One person was from year 12. That person didn't necessarily shine at the very start in their CAS projects, but when they went to Grand Savannah, they really did show that they could work hard, they were committed, and he was very mature in terms of getting the community together and talking to them about different things. And that person was Sebastian Diaz. The second person that I'd like to award this to, and both of their names will go on the shield, she's from year 7. It's very unusual. I mean, we had a year 7 winner last year, but this person has committed herself. Every lesson she has been in the English project, she has come to the art projects, she has been to pretty much everything that has been asked or the school have put on. And this year, that would go to Christina Gonzalez Tovar. I believe the 2 people that we've voted to is not here, and the video is not working. So what I will do is I will send that video out to everybody. It will go onto Facebook as well, so please check the Facebook page and check the video out. Thanks.
This is a brand new award. It's called the Leadership Award. And it's for precisely that. We do pay an awful lot of attention to student voice. And one of the examples of that has been the prefect system. Our prefects have helped to run the school, make some key decisions and present to senior management team. We take an awful lot of our decisions from their ideas. I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Timothy.
I was the teacher supervisor for the student council this year, and again, it was pleasing to see so many positive changes occurred in the school because the students had a committee council who listened to their suggestions and put wishes into action. So for all of the student council and the prefects, please give them a round of applause. Now for the recipient of the Leadership Award this year was a driving force in these positive changes, and I'm pleased that both students and staff recognize the leadership qualities that the student has. The recipient of the Leadership Award is Jimmy Dagger. Jimmy has been a fundamental member of the student council for the past 2 years, and to me he is an extremely deserving candidate for this award. Jimmy is humble but assertive when he sees something that would improve the school. He is prepared when he discusses his concerns on behalf of the students, presents himself in a respectful way, and always models a kind but strong style in his meetings.
He shows gratitude and respect to all members of TBSC community. Jimmy never asks for recognition, does the job not for the position, but because he truly wants to make the school a better place. Unfortunately, or fortunately for Jimmy, he's in Disney World right now, so let's just send our shout-outs to Flora. Congratulations, Jimmy.
Thanks, Mr. Timothy. We'd like now to welcome, to do the stage bit. There's going to be an awful lot of people on stage for this next part, which is welcoming each of the form groups on stage for the prize winners, please. You'll be awarded with a book token, and that can be redeemed from Entre Libros. And I'd like to start, please, with I'd like to welcome Miss Shirley Dean down and her 7S form group. Please, give them a round of applause. Miss Curry, 7C group, please. Smile nicely to your parents and to the camera. Thanks, Nancy. Year 8A, Mr. Sean Ayres' group, can I welcome you on stage? No shouting, please. Give them a clap at the end, first. And smile nicely to the cameras. Miss Rodriguez. Sorry, Miss Savat. That will be year 8S, please. Miss Savat's group. And a round of applause, please. Miss Emily Rodriguez for year 9R. Year 9, please. Come to the stage. A round of applause for Year 9, please. Thank you. This is where things start thinning out. Mr. Merritt, can I ask you to bring your phone group, Year 10, down to the stage, please? Year 10. There's not many of you, but you're symbolic. There's enough of you here for year 11, sorry. Year 11, could I welcome you on stage, please? Along with your form teacher, Ms. Bracken. Thank you, Ms. Bracken. Year 11. Straight from work experience, more mature, ready for the challenge of the IB program next year. Year 12, Mr. Teat and Ms. Rodriguez, please, who have shared this phone group. Year 12, please, come to the stage. A very special item, not quite our last item, but a very important item to us. We have lots of leaving students. I'm not going to name you individually, you know who you are. Can we have a round of applause for the people who will be leaving us, sadly? I won't embarrass you by asking you to stand up, because I know it's an emotional thing, but I will ask Valeria Sally to come to the stage as a leaving student to give her speech. I hope it's here, yes it is. Valeria said to me, I'm in a panic, I couldn't print it out, so hopefully we will be able to do something. If we could switch that off from the back, please, the projector off, please. Label out, good idea, simple as that.
Hi, for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Valeria Selly, and I'm a student in year 8. I have seen many people come and go from TBSC, but I never imagined one day I would be one of them. My days at the British school started when I was a redshirt, almost 7.5 years ago. I still remember my first term here. I was too shy to make friends in my class, so during playtimes, I would play or sit alone. But then something inexplicable happened. My brother's friends, who were all girls 5 years older than me, came up to play with me. In that moment, I didn't realize how unusual that might have been. But now, it shows how closely knitted and welcoming we are as a community. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a school is an institution for educating children. I think TBSC is much more than that. We are a family as we are very close, through thick and thin, Everyone, ranging from teachers and students, will be here to give support and advice. A very important trait of the school is how involved parents can be, where it means attending school events or getting to know teachers. I will never forget my first assembly year. At TBSC, it is common for parents to go watch the plays that each class has rehearsed. However, my mother didn't know that. I remember scanning the crowd for her face, being disappointed as I realized she wasn't there. My previous school in Peru was so different, and this embracing atmosphere was exciting and new, both for my mother and me. I think she wouldn't dare miss a school event after that moment. Another aspect that defines a school are the examples we are given to follow. From preschool until IVs, we are provided with incredible teachers, who apart from being exemplary role models, make learning fun and interesting with a passion for their class. William S. Burroughs once said, "The aim of education is knowledge, not of facts, but of values." I think the teachers of TBSC have personified exactly that. Additionally, I have been lucky to have the best form teacher for 3 years now, who has supported us and has made all of our time as Blue Shirts a wonderful experience, filled with unforgettable memories. Leaving TBSC is going to be extremely difficult, but I know that all good things must come to an end, and I'm excited for the new adventure. As I leave TBSC, I have one last thing to say. Mischief managed.
Thank you, Valeria. Mischief managed, indeed. We now come to the very end of this evening. It's clearly raining outside, but I hope you found this a warm family environment that we have mentioned so many times this evening. We will end this evening with something that we're very proud of, which is our school choir, and something we're even more proud of, which is our school song. So I'd like to welcome on stage, please, the school choir, who will sing the school song for us. Give them a round of applause, please.
Looking through the windows of time, the British beneath the emblem of the light, the United Kingdom has won for over 60 years, living historical songs. The school has rolled throughout the years, and it's changing side to side. What a friendliness, the spirits are still here. But all the while, the starry heart and Venezuela skies. British school, the British school, the best begins here. And we can see, looking through the windows of time, the British schools, beneath the emblem of the light, the United Kingdom has won for over 60 years, living the tropical songs. Cantando esta vez, donde empieza nuestra andar, un luchar sin ti, un rumbo que encontrar. tropical songs, tropical songs.
Well, thank you. Lovely. I'm sure you'll agree. Pupils, Mr. Salil talked about the gratitude that we, particularly you, owe to the school, but it isn't just the school. Your parents are the people that put you here. Your parents are the people that pick you up, drop you off. They help you with your homework. They come in to speak to us when they're worried about you. Your parents do an awful lot for you as a parent. Goodness gracious me, I know how hard it is. So, students, can you turn around and look at your mum and dad and give your mum and dad a massive round of applause. Parents, milk it for all it's worth. And all now that is left for me to do is to declare the academic year 2014-15 officially closed. We reopen our doors on August the 31st. Have a very safe, wonderful and relaxing break. Thank you very much everybody. Good evening.